Hey guys, Mark DeRosa here. Welcome to the show.
MLB Network's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. A Memorial Day get-together for you here at the ballpark between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals. Major League Baseball on MLB Network coming up right after this. Brett Saberhagen, a right-hander from Illinois, will be the starter here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, it's hard to have all 4 of your pitches on, but I think if this guy can have 2 or 3 of his 4 pitches and have command of them, he's going to have a really good game.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Lou Gehrig, as he enters this one with an absurdly high batting average. Definitely one of the most dangerous hitters in the league these days. First offering on its way. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Didn't try and do too much. Fastball, middle cut, places it right back where it came from.
Coming to the plate now, Willie Mays. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season.
Hey, let her rip up there. Let's go.
This is on the ground over to first. And that'll get on through into right field for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, D-Row. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw it where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. A barehanded pickup to second for 1. It's late. He's safe.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
Don Mattingly will bat next. And he'll be looking to snap out of it in this one. Not having much success at the plate over the last week and a half.
Good piece on it, huh? Let's go.
Runners on first and third, 2 away.
Get your pitch and drive it. Let's go, big dog.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! So it's a 3-run shot to straightaway right field. Home run number 15 for him thus far. And that'll stake the Yankees to a 5-0 lead now.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
All set for the start of the inning. Digging in, Lou Gehrig. He reached on a single in his first try.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Pulls this one into the air out into right field. McBroom is there. 1 pitch, 1 out. And with that, we give you a look here at the standings entering play in the AL Central. Striding forward now, the Yankee cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Hey, like you can up there, kid, huh?
First pitch on its way. Oh, might not have been where he was hoping to put that pitch, but he somehow gets a swing on it anyway. Strike one.
Drive it, huh?
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes.
Yep, that ball went out.
Hey, get your pitch right here. Come on now.
A swing and a drive to center field. That one's got a chance. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
At the plate, Lou Gehrig. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far.
Lou Gehrig.
Hey, need you right here one time.
First pitch of the at-bat. Hit hard on the ground towards second and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
Dan, this guy's on fire. I used to say all the time it's about 150 ABs to 200 ABs where you start figuring out what type of season you're going to have. He's obviously in May and he's on fire.
D-Road, he's been locked in from day 1 of this season. It's continuing right now. Anything that is around the strike zone, he feels he can get the barrel to it, and he continues to hit line drives.
Gehrig, a runner at first with 1 gone in the inning. Here's the 2-seam fastball that bears in a bit too tight. It's ball 4.
And as a pitcher, that's always tough. Looked like he got a bad break on some of those calls, but he's got to learn that sometimes the calls don't go your way and you've just got to move on. That's something that young pitchers can have a hard time with, though.
Digging in once again, Eddie Matthews. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here it comes on 0-2. And there's a base hit on the line. And a good throw is going to hold that runner at third, so they're loaded now with only 1 away. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, going to have to do it right now.
Hey, get your pitch up there. Let's go, baby.
Hit sharply on the ground.
Come on,
he
get down,
can't pick it up cleanly. One there. Relay throw, but it'll be too late as he's well safe at first.
Looked like that might be an inning-ending double play off the bat, but that was some great hustle to beat the throw at first. Keeps the inning alive, and more importantly, he gets an RBI because of it. Yeah, and sometimes you just need a guy to go out there and battle. It doesn't have to be pretty all the time, but just good enough to get the job done. Well, this guy, he was a heck of a lot better than that, going the entire 9 innings, saving his bullpen, and getting the win.
7-1, the final score in tonight's. New York, with their 50th team win, tops in the division. Babe Ruth earns his 8th victory of the season, turning in a very strong complete game effort. So that'll put a wrap on things here this evening. For my partners, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. This has been a special presentation of MLB Network. Good night, everybody.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 7 runs on 10 hits. No errors. They left 6 men on base. For Kansas City, 1 run, 4 hits, 1 error. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours exactly. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Tonight, we've got a good matchup in store between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City have lost their last 5 games. They'll attempt to break that streak right after this. Zach Greinke, a right-hander from Florida, gets the ball as the starter here. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, Lou Gehrig. A real threat with the bat, of course, as he currently leads the American League in home runs.
Yeah, guys, this isn't a shocker right here. He is definitely known as one of the best pure power hitters in baseball these days.
Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out. Greinke has compiled over 65 innings of work, and with an ERA in the 5s, has some work to do to bring it down into a more respectable range. The windup and the 0-1. 1 ball and 1 strike to their DH here tonight. Dan Dero, we take a look at the Royals as they enter play here tonight. They come into this one in need of some kind of spark to turn them around as they find themselves in the midst of a 5-game slide. Now the 1-1 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Yeah, the rain starting to intensify here. It's coming down a little heavier now. We'll see how much longer the umpires can wait.
Yeah, Matt, right now this doesn't look too good. I wouldn't be surprised if we don't see the umpires come out and bring the ground crew out here. The infield around the mound and around the home plate area is really getting soaking wet. And I can't anticipate this going on very much longer.
Hey, be patient. Get your pitch, huh?
Now another 1-2. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
And he wasn't going to hit that one with an or. The strikeout, and there's 1 gone. Ready for another chance? Lou Gehrig. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Fouled away. Really starting to pour now, and the forecast is not showing any signs of a break in the weather.
Total agreement, Matt, in particular that pitcher's mound. You know, one of the things you have to really be careful.
Hit high in the air. There it goes. See ya! A solo shot here to straightaway right field, the 650th of his big league career. And the Yankees have drawn even now at 1 apiece.
Only the first hit of the night, but it was a big one. He absolutely punished that mistake, and you have to wonder if that will open the floodgates a little.
Next will be the designated hitter, Lou Gehrig. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Strike one to start the at-bat.
Come on, big guy, one time. Here you go.
Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball, that's out.
Come on, baby. Get your pitch up there.
Ball. The count's full.
Looked like he tried to elevate a fastball on that 2-2 pitch there, but kind of overdid it. With a pitch that high, it's pretty easy to lay off if you're the hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch is swung on and missed. He got him.
A lot of indecision there on that check swing, and that's something you see quite a lot on.
The Yankees down to their final out, and in steps the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig.
Let it rip right here.
First offering on its way. Back up the middle. That's through for a base hit, his 2nd of the ball game.
What an unbelievable at-bat right there in the 9th inning. Game on the line to get yourself on base, to create an opportunity for your boy right here to be a hero.
Now batting.
Standing in,
Number
Willie
24.
Mays. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. Last chance for the Yankees. Hit high and deep out to left. Looking up is Davis. And that one is gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left as they've taken a 1-run lead.
Wow, this is a tough one to swallow, right? You come in as a closer, and you're used to striking guys out and having 1, 2, 3 innings. And just like that, he's greeted with the bomb. Now it's time to regroup. Yeah, and that's just a punch to the gut of the home fans as they watch their team fall behind in the top of the 9th. Then they can't get it done at the bottom and come away with a loss.
3-2 the finish in tonight's game. New York came through when it mattered in the 9th on the way to the win. Garrett Cole gets the win in relief, his 2nd of the year. Christy Mathewson records the save, his 18th. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious Yankees, 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. For Kansas City, 2 runs on 8 hits, no errors. They left 9 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 48 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the New York Yankees and the Kansas City Royals. Kansas City attempt to end a 6-game losing streak. Next. Brad Keller is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Kansas City. What's your take on him, Dan?
Hey, this guy has a 4-pitch repertoire, right? And those are a lot of nice options to have. You can go hard, soft. You can go in and out. And anytime you have 4 pitches, if you can throw them for strikes, you have the big advantage.
Into the box, Lou Gehrig. It was a 2-hit effort for him, including a home run in last night's game.
Gehrig.
Here comes the first pitch. In there, no balls and a strike. These Kansas City Royals entering play this afternoon, guys. They are in the midst of a pretty bad stretch as they've dropped 6 straight coming in.
Yeah, I get it, Matty. The team's on a moderate losing streak right now. Can't be happy with the way they've played, but they have to find a way to relax a little bit. Everybody goes through these little stretches, these little valleys throughout the course of a long season. This team should right itself, and it needs to start today.
Hey, keep swinging that hot bat, huh?
Hey, stay hot now.
A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now time to list the umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Jerry Hillsdale.
D-Row, Jerry Hillsdale might be one of the more solid everyday umpires in the league right now.
Yeah, I think he's one of the best in the business, Dan. High praise all around. You go into both meetings with the managers and
Driven deep at the wall. It is gone. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Number 43 on the year for him. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday. So you know he's locked in and ready to roll up there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Digging in to try it again, Lou Gehrig. And remember, he hit that 2-run homer his first time up.
Well, you don't see this very often, Matty V. A two-strike straight changeup. But this guy changeup is one of the best in the league. We'll see if he tries that different approach this time.
Well hit. Deep down the right field line. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Fastball well outside. It might be. It could be. It's gone. A home run. So a two-run homer down the line in right field. His second home run of the game. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. We've seen these guys go deep 3 times so far in this one, guys.
You know, D-Row, looks like the boys are dialing long distance from the batter's box so far.
Yeah, the pitchers aren't fooling anyone.
Ready once again, Lou Gehrig.
And he's the reigning American League Player of the Month.
This guy's having a pretty good week so far in one game. His last at-bat, his second home run of the game. We'll see if they'll pitch him a little bit more carefully in this AB.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Hey, I'm surprised he went to that spot in his zone. This guy's known for being a down-and-in hitter. Don't expect too many pitches going in that spot.
The 0-1 delivery. Skied into straightaway right. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out. Lou Gehrig will stand in again as we flash you back to the early stages of this ball game. There were fans still finding their seats as he launched his second home run of the game, as he was off to a fast start indeed.
Hey, let's go now one time.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Well hit the other way, and it's into the gap.
Attaboy, go hard, go hard.
He's around first, heading for 2. And he is into second base with a double, his third hit this afternoon. So a line drive double here has him in business to start the inning. And that total is currently tops on the ball club through the first couple of months of the season. So stepping in, Willie Mays. No hits for him yet in the game despite his team's offensive onslaught. Gehrig leads off second with nobody out. Grounded to first. Dozier picks it up, and he'll take this to the bag himself for the first out, but it's a productive one as the runner moves up to third.
Well executed two-seamer on the outside corner that time, and that's what you'll get a lot of with that pitch. He rolled right over it.
Next for New York, Eddie Matthews. He's looking to go 4 for 4 with a base hit right here.
Matthews.
Wait for your pitch up there.
The 0-2 delivery. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Really impressive pitching right there. Sometimes as a pitcher you can get frustrated when you make a good pitch and you don't get that call from the umpire, but what does he do? He comes back with a good pitch and gets the strike.
Come on now, get your pitch up there.
The first baseman, number 23, Don Mattingly.
Swing and a miss at a big breaking ball, and that's how the inning comes to an end.
1 left for the Yankees. They lead it big, though. It's 12-3. Into the box now, Lou Gehrig. 3 for 4 so far, and seeing it well in this ball game.
Lou Gehrig.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Now he turns on a fastball and sends it deep down the right field line. Almost into the short porch, but it's off the wall.
Cliches are around for a reason, and that hit right there is a reason they say baseball is a game of inches, right? Just barely fair, but that's not much consolation to the guy standing on the mound. Nice RBI two-bagger.
Now at the plate, Willie Mays. He got on top of one and was a ground-out victim last time.
Hey, come on now.
The 1-1. Hits this one hard the other way.
Come on,
And it's a productive first out as that runner's able to advance 90 feet up to third here. Ready for another shot now. Eddie Matthews. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch outs will stick with you a little longer.
And this is on the ground for Merrifield at second. And the tag gets him, but they do play to run on the play.
And here with the infield back, they were giving him the run on a ground ball, so he just takes advantage of that and drives the run home. Good approach.
So digging in now, Lou Gehrig. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one, looking for a 5th in this at-bat.
Drive that pitch now, eh?
Here comes the first pitch. Pulled toward right center field.
Come on, dig.
McBroom is there as he makes the catch, and they'll tightrope out of danger as he strands the bases loaded. Yankees leave them loaded, but not to fear as they hold a commanding lead.
Well, that wasn't exactly a nail-biter, but it's always nice when you can get an offensive explosion like that and save your closer for another day. A comfortable victory.
14-4 is the way this one ends. The New York Yankees brought the bats in this one with 18 total hits. Number 16 earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Brad Keller permitted 6 earned runs to come across in the losing effort. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our entire crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way over to theshownation.com.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 2 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this afternoon. And we remind you to please drive home safely.